He is joining us from our newsroom, and we're talking about the restaurant and travel industries. They could be taking hits again as Americans adjust their wallets because of inflation.
Yeah, guys, we just heard in that last report how there's some debate as to where the inflationary trend is coming from, but whether it's price gouging or supply issues, the simple fact for most consumers is inflation is now rising at the fastest clip in 40 years, and that makes it very tough to get by. So what are consumers doing? A new survey is out that gives us some glimpse of how people are thinking and is a serious heads up for a lot of different businesses. Let's take a closer look. For example, the survey finds that 52%, that's more than half of consumers, say they're going to cut back on restaurant meals. That is a big warning signal for restaurants that already operate on very narrow margins. 42% say they're going to drive less. Good luck with that in LA. 40% say they will cancel a trip or vacation. This as the hospitality industry is just trying to get back on its feet. 36% say they will cancel a monthly subscription. Heads up, Netflix. And here's one that really jumps out. 12% say they will just simply skip paying the bills. And if I might, that's a terrible idea. Don't do that. Among the various reasons that we talked about here, skipping the bills is just going to make trouble for you down the road in the form of debt and debt collectors, and you don't want to go there.
Well, it's also really sad. It shows people are struggling to make ends meet.
Yes.
Also, David, a judge has ruled that a California law for company boards to diversify its members, well, that judge said it's unconstitutional. So what's now?
Well, it's kind of a big deal what's happening here because this was a very well-intended law that may or may not have been executed correctly. What we're talking about here is a Los Angeles Superior Court judge who has ruled that the California law, Assembly Bill 979, which was signed into law by Governor Newsom in 2020, is unconstitutional. The law basically requires that any publicly traded company headquartered in California has to have at least one person of color or from an underrepresented community on their board of directors. And the law defines an underrepresented community as being, say, blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, LGBTQ folks, you know, these sorts of people who really haven't had much of a voice in the corporate world for many years now. Well, what Judge Terry Green ruled is that this is not going to pass muster with the California Constitution, but he didn't provide any reasoning for this. However, it tracks with the arguments from the conservative group Judicial Watch, which sued to overturn the law on the grounds that it violated the Equal Protection Clause of the state constitution. Now, the Equal Protection Clause is intended to avoid discrimination. So what Judicial Watch was arguing is the pro-diversity law was in fact discriminatory because it limited who could hold certain board seats. That's kind of an issue there. What happens next? Well, if legislators want to get back into this, they're going to have to revisit the law in Sacramento. Back to you guys.